Sagittarius. I was just trying to do your reading and the mic was off the whole time. And I also picked up the feeling of anxiety, so I feel like the first thing I should say is breathe. I picked up on the last reading that I did for you guys. You had a lot going on right now. Breathe. You've got heavy Five of Swords energy that came up in that reading. But I'm going to go ahead and pull another one for you guys. We'll start off with the Mystical Shaman Oracle card. Get some insight, guidance, advice for my Sagittarians for the month of January. I hope 2022 isn't being too harsh on you, Sagittarius. Because, woo, the amount of stress. Many paths. So, like I said, I think you have many things going on right now, and there's several avenues and choices ahead of you, and it might have you a little stressed out right now. You might be trapped in your head with all this should I, will they, can I type questions. It even came up, some of you guys are in a situation where you're working your ass off so you can pop the question. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull your tarot reading with the Fairy Wicca deck, and then I'll pull some confirmation cards from the Gilded. Some insight, guidance, advice, the sign of Sagittarius for the month of January. And I'm sorry I haven't done a reading for you guys in a while. I've been enjoying the holidays, vacation, moving, just actually relaxing for once, which you might need to do. Alright, you've got the Ace of Usage. This is the Ace of Cups. Thinking you need to fill up your cup. Self-care. You're sitting there giving to and putting all this effort into everyone and everything else. You need to also do that for yourself. And you've got the Hangman. So this is where that energy of not really knowing how to get it all done. Maybe some things are up in the air, not only because you're still debating on how to go about them, but they could involve other people, And you don't always know how other people are going to respond. But yeah, I think you need to sit down and take a rest. And you got the Eight of Air. Yeah, there's a lot of energy of not knowing here. I wouldn't say really feeling stuck. I think you got a lot of people that have a lot of expectations around you, especially at work. You could feel like you're always at work. And I guess the Five of Domhan, that mental prison, your wheels are spinning. Feeling like a lot of you need a lot more me time than you're getting, or you're willing to admit. Some of y'all aren't willing to admit you need a break. Yeah, because it's if you don't take a break here soon, you're gonna start feeling like you can't do it anymore. You're gonna have to, and you're gonna end up dropping the ball in some department in your life. Ten of Air, yeah. Don't work yourself to death, I'm hearing, Sagittarius. Don't drive yourself mad with woulda, shoulda, couldas either, or worrying about yeses or nos, like. And at the same time, with some things you'll never know unless you just do it. You can sit there and beat your head forever with scenarios. And then you've got the Judgment. Yeah, you're gonna have to decide when enough is enough, when you need to take breaks, what's good for you. Like, you're gonna care for yourself. Be a little Piscean, you know, be a little intuitive with how you move and your needs, and know when you need to take a break and do so. Alright, so we're gonna get some clarification on what's here with the Gilded. There's this Ace of Siege here. This cup, this water energy. Okay. Got the Hermit. Yeah, I really feel like you need to take a break and do some self-care and fill up your own cup, because you can't do much with an empty cup, like being drained, having no energy. Like, you need to take some time to replenish your energy. Some of you might need to learn, like, some new things that you find relaxing. You know, some of you guys just honestly need to be given some time alone. Alone time is necessary for every person. Like, no one wants to be surrounded by people 24/7. And if you do, you really need to ask yourself why, because it's a very codependent energy. What's the Hangman here? The Hangman. And you got the Ten of Wands. Yeah, like, it's almost like you're doing so much. I'm pretty sure especially if it's work related, there's times in the day where you're just like, oh, you want to just stop and, like, you know, especially if it's physical labor, just like drop to your knees. Like, mental stuff can be taxing too, where it's just like, oh my gosh, I just want to shut my brain off. Like, it's a lot right now. Eight of Air. A lot of y'all have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. Page of Wands. It's definitely a younger fire energy. Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, 11, 2 of Wands. Yeah, I almost feel like you have the power to lighten your burden and, like, just do one thing or focus on one thing or at a time, or that, like, you wish you could just focus on one thing at a time instead of having all these things going on. Like, but I'm also thinking at the same time, like, it's here that you maybe need to take the time to focus on one thing, and that's yourself for a second. Like, take a day off, take that vacation time that you don't usually use. It might be time to use that. Five of Domhan. And, you know, just find something interesting to do at home if you don't want to travel right now because of all the sickness going on. Five of Domhan. Five of Domhan here. Five of Domhan. The Moon. You really need to balance mental health and self-care and everything with work and your routine. Like, I'm so serious. It's really a sign that somebody, or maybe a collective of somebody's, you definitely need to take a break before you drive yourself mad with all the things that are falling under what you feel is your responsibility right now. Ten of Air. Ten of Air. Ten of Air with the Four of Swords. Yeah, somebody's kind of like working themselves to death. or they will. Not to like scare anyone, but someone in general, it's not even a work thing. It really is like a mental health thing here, and you need to. It's okay to go get help and talk to someone. Like, there are people out there to help you. Just don't be ashamed to ask for the help, and don't think nobody cares. Like, quit telling yourself that. Like, just go get fucking help. You know? The judgment. The judgment's here. Judgment, Ace of Wands. I really want to tell you, you're not in your own personal hell. Okay, we've all had a very fucked up year. And we all got through and have gotten through many different ways. A lot of us have lost people, but I mean, the good comes with the bad and the ugly, and times are good and times are bad, and I'm sure anyone can at least recall one good memory. We all have good memories, so therefore you're not in your own personal hell, and the world revolves around no one, so it's not that personal. But I don't know, like, I believe in art therapy and all kinds of therapy, even if it's like talking to a friend that you know's been there before, which seems honestly to help more than most things. If you don't want to talk to a stranger or a counselor or something that professional, talk to someone you know has experience with depression and things that are worse than depression. Let's put it that way, because I don't want to say anything up here to particularly get anything flagged or trigger anyone. So I'm gonna draw y'all a positive affirmation and hope you find the self-care that you need. I am who I want to be. I am who I want to be. So be someone that takes a break and go get some help, alright? Be something they didn't see coming. Especially if people don't have a lot of faith in you to be